What up, though? Adrian Mays, AI Wealth Creation Strategist. Oh my God, Detroit Pistons are 0-20 right now. I mean, on an 0-20 run. They have 2 wins and 21 losses at the beginning of their NBA professional Detroit Pistons season. Thank you, cousin, for pointing this out to me, as the Detroit Lions are roaring right now, right? Most of you check out my page at Adrian Mays, and anywhere on this page, everywhere. I've been talking about the Detroit Lions being 9-4 right now. And that's a real fact. And right now, I just lost sight of the Detroit Pistons. I was a bad boy fan. I can't lie to you, because I grew up here in Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. Detroit, Michigan wins sometimes. And that's key. All of the professional teams can't win at the same time. But the key lesson for the Detroit Pistons, for an entrepreneur, for the Detroit Lions, that's what we're going to talk about here in this video today. We're going to talk about 3 things that athletes, entrepreneurs, any action taker that has a vision, a passion, a why, has to actually run into to kind of get over the hump sometimes. Detroit Lions weren't always amazing. We know that here in Detroit. We know the Barry Sanders era. We know when everyone was like, yes, Calvin Johnson. Yes. I mean, we had so many different, I can quote so many different players here that's come in and out. But one thing that we can say that we can't control sometimes when you don't own your own organization is leadership. The great thing is about an entrepreneur, once you understand your value, you know your price, you know what it's worth. So right now, a collective effort as 5 people are on the court. When you play, in regards to playing basketball as an athlete, we get that. It doesn't matter. I can have LeBron James has had 50-point games. My cousin Chris Bosh, I've seen him kill it when he was playing with Toronto Raptors as well as the Miami Heat. But sometimes you don't have a W in the win column. So what do you do as a player, as an individual, as a person that's trying to move into that W column so you can reach the heights, right? Get the trophy at the end of the day. What we actually understand is there's only certain things that you can control, and the things are you. So 3 things that we can actually control as wanting to win, right? What's the point of life if you're not competitive? I get it. Some people kind of are really mellow and chill, but the competitive people are really the ones that really dial in and make sure that their goals are met. If the Detroit Pistons get on the court, I know they're not talking about, you know what, coach, we're not going to win today. We're just going to go ahead. We'll just throw the ball here and there. They practice hard every day. The Detroit Lions, do you think they just got on the field and was like, you know what, coach, offense, defense, special teams, we're going to be fine. We don't have to go to practice. We're just going to come out and make sure that we're going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I'm just telling you what's going to happen December 30th. But anyway, the key thing is, entrepreneurs, we have to have that same night mentality. We're not talking about owning it and designing your reality. Yes, you have to get a conquer of your faith, your family, your fitness, your fears, and your finances. Yes, it's a spoke wheel. It's not like I'm rich, I have all this money in the world, but then my faith is off or my fears are huge. What's the point of life if you're not happy? When God has a design for you, yes, you understand that you did not create that design. But at the same time, while we're in life, we're living, we're on this side of that dirt. When you're dead, there's nothing you can do. So you want to give your all. And like I said, it's not for everyone in regards to action to get there to your end goal. So Detroit Pistons, I'm sorry for not showing my attention to you a little bit. I got my Detroit versus everybody. This is the best I can do because, again, my cousin didn't play for the Detroit Pistons because you guys did not decide to draft him, number 3, Darko Milicic, back in when he was drafted and let the Toronto Raptors get him. So at that time, I was kind of biased because I was like, oh, we're coming to the Detroit Pistons, Chris. We're going to make, our family is here. It's going to be a great transition. No, God sent us international, which was great. Now, Toronto was amazing, but that was the plan. So the 3 things, honestly, what you can realize as an entrepreneur, the first thing you got to have, athletes, confidence. How do you get that confidence? When you get on the court, Detroit Pistons, I mean, you have to know you have that win coming. It has to be in your practice. Like Allen Iverson used to say, you play like you practice. You don't wait to the game to get to the end result. And sometimes, they're just better. LeBron James is still playing basketball right now. The man is amazing. And there's a lot of people that are coming in trying to talk about they're better than this, better than that. There's always going to be someone better than you. As we saw that LeBron James got the actual scoring title, the all-time scoring title taken from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, another amazing player that did the height of his game, but it wasn't a slight on Kareem. LeBron James has a gift. He's maximizing that gift as long as God allows him to be in the league. And do you blame him? The man is amazing. LeBron, I saw the man myself visually score 50 points to us. 50 points. I saw it with my own eyes. This man is amazing on the basketball court. If I could score 50 points in a game, Adrian Mays probably will still be here because I'm a woman and they don't play women enough in women basketball in order for me to even overseas, for me even to think that that would be even a possibility. But the key thing is, we're not winning right now. What do? Having that confidence in practicing and understanding that you know what's going to happen. Already now, you might not get the W every time, but the transformation that happens in your game, it doesn't stop just because you don't get the W. You go hard, you give 100% in everything you do. So the first tip is confidence. Gain that confidence by practicing like you play, understanding the goal in mind, and making sure you stay on top of it. Number 2, education. There's nothing you can do if you don't know the plays. The Detroit Lions are 9-4. They didn't become 9-4 because they was like, hey, coach, we're going to run just an audible play real quick. We're just going to go out here on the field and see what happens. Even though during the Chicago Bears, that's kind of what it looked like. However, the Detroit Lions are still 9-4. Some of the pieces that were put together on that whole game, because it's the whole game you play, and it just ended up that the Chicago Bears won that game. But we're still going to be on top. I'm just going to claim it. So the key thing with educating yourself, knowing the play before you know it, having programs as entrepreneurs, whatever your vision and courses and done for you and just books in general, if you want to go old school, magazines, understanding your craft and educating yourself to help more people become better. That's kind of why once it's kind of combined, the Detroit Pistons, they need the Detroit Lions love. They need some love from the Lions. They need that win. They just have to know that 2-21 record is just temporary. The numbers change. There's 82 games in the season. So we're just at the beginning. We want to talk stuff. We got to go through it. ESPN, we get it. But however, Detroit's always been at the bottom. Our professional teams never receive love. I'm 44 years old, and I've always been an athlete, a diehard fan. But I can't say we were always winning, but it doesn't mean to stop me from being a fan. So when you educate yourself in your business, entrepreneurs, you take the time to get the confidence to understand how to explain and help someone else. The key is not just to get all this understanding and just keep it for yourself. You have to share that information, but breaking it down, like I'm checking out Billy Jean's AI wealth creation business plan, his 10-day business plan, which is freaking amazing, y'all. I'm telling you, it makes you really feel good about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So for example, doing marketing, I had a AI business booth, marketing business booth. And thank you so much, entrepreneurs that took advantage of that. Shout out, of course, for looking, making sure that being the change was on top of your idea list when you were actually thinking about getting designs and content as well as marketing and some, growth. But this Billie Jean AI 10-day business plan, I'm telling you, if you want to have something life-changing, you want Adrian Mays to let you know how I feel so confident in what the direction, all the courses and trainings and the journey is coming to a woo, because I can see how my small business owners, thank you so much, Billie Jean, for this intensive training that gives you all the tools from understanding sales and objections and how to know your value and how powerful AI honestly is in 2023. Just taking a step to educate yourself, understanding what people don't know, making yourself the 1%, because 99% of people are not going to take action, which leads me to number 3, action. Doesn't matter how much information Adrian Mays goes through. I am a person that likes to research, and then I'm a Virgo. And I'm from Detroit, and I'm a hard worker. So it's just like a 3-time punch. But the key thing with a 3-time punch is you have to understand something. Understand taking action is better than not doing any action at all. Now, I'm not saying like just get out there and do almost over 1,800 videos like I've done on my YouTube channel, or, just making sure you had to sacrifice your family and your friends in order to obtain your goals. Now, if I could go back and change things, I probably would do some things differently. I'm not going to lie to you, but here I am. Here we are. So in that whole scenario, the action that you take, you have to have a vision. You have to have a why. And that's what the actual education part and confidence, it all just kind of intertwines together. And the Detroit Pistons, they'll understand that, once you get that next action level, we'll get on the other side. Every team can't play the game the same every time. I mean, there's no way possible. It's just literally people have bad days. But one thing you can do in taking action and educating yourself and knowing your value, knowing how much your menu is, what you're actually trying to do to help someone, it can be crazy. As a serial entrepreneur, I honestly, over the journey, I was like, Lord, I mean, I have all the wealth creation tips. I mean, as a mortgage broker, tax preparer, credit specialist. I mean, all the wealth tips in regards to housing and finances. My brain, I've done years of training for this. Worked at Radio One, worked with my cousin, like I said, with Chris Bosh Foundation, with the NBA, with the Toronto Raptors, with just done so much and helped so many people. And just putting all that back into Adrian at 44, it's still me, but you still have to show value to your clients. So that's what Billy's AI, and this is not like I'm not an affiliate for Billy's program because he doesn't have that for the marketing portion of his AI 10-day business plan. I will be promoting high level because the next portion of this actual business plan for businesses is to use the amazing features. Now, I have Kajabi, so does Billy Jean's AI marketing program. That's why I was like, oh, he's a Kajabi lover too. So this Kajabi hero has literally put together this presentation to help small business owners, but it's a lot of work. Not going to lie to you. It's not like buy the course, because he's not charging a lot for the course. He understands the journey of an entrepreneur. You don't start off making thousands of dollars, but if you want to actually make thousands of dollars, you have to invest the time. So I'm going through this business plan, guys. I'm looking at all this information, and we get to the cost. And I've been talking to my business partner, Unica Gaines, about, tax season's coming. We're working on our tax marketing, the tax extraordinary marketing strategy, or what have you. And trying to, we're increasing prices as value. I mean, it's amazing. Over 30 years of service that she's provided in the community, her prices should have been increased a long time ago. But now having that confidence of knowing and understanding her worth and maximizing tax refunds, I was like, we're still giving people a discount. So just increasing, you go to Sam's Club right now, chicken is $23. I remember paying $7.99 for a pound of chicken. I don't know about you, but again, your value as a person, if it's something that no one else can do, then you really have to realize it's okay to raise the prices. You're amazing. And that's what happened to Adrian Mays and Unica Gaines. We realized over just taking the leap of even trying to transform businesses with our small business, just with being the change, just doing this digital real estate journey and understanding how this online market works. There's so many people online. And if I did not sacrifice the time to put, having this degree, I went to Murray State University and have a degree in electromechanical engineering and a master's in business that focuses on marketing. Does that make you want to hire me? No, because a lot of people went to school for engineering and got a marketing degree. And so what makes you different? What makes you stand out from the competition? Let me tell you about this person called AI, my boy ChatGPT, my boy Jasper. Those AI tools are what's going to help elevate businesses to the next level. But Adrian, how do you use it? That's the education. And that's, if you don't want to educate yourself, then that's when you have to invest as a business owner to separate yourself and be unique from others. So I'm just excited now that Billy Jean doesn't even know that I really, truly, honestly appreciate just him putting all this information together for someone crazy like Adrian Mays that will go through the information, educate myself. And I was watching a sales call that he went through with this guy named Jay. Gave up the whole confidence on the call to the actual business owner, letting him tell him what to charge, letting him tell him what Instagram and Facebook and YouTube could do for him. I was like, has he known how many people are online? There's 5 billion people online. So this man is talking about his clients aren't on Instagram. I'm like, bro, Your clients are on Instagram. You don't know your clients aren't on Instagram. So taking advantage of our advertising, and I did start out with the organic portion. No, actually, honestly, I started off with paid advertising because I knew the power in Google ads and Facebook ads. Then I went over to organic, checked that out. But paid advertising, like Billie Jean AI said, that's if you want your time back, if you want to be the billionaire in the making, like bespoke billions with AI that Adrian Mays talks about, marketing, that's going to get you the brand. Get in front of people that you want to talk to. Understanding this targeting of Facebook, it works. People are on Facebook. You don't need 1 million views, my friends. I don't need 1 million views. We went through the numbers earlier today, Unica Gaines and I. She just needs 170 more clients to be able to make $100,000 more. I just, so you have your point numbers and then you go action. You go into it to be able to turn it into results. Everybody is not going to want your value. You can go to H&R Block. You can go and do it yourself now. They're literally going to actually probably make that whole thing, do it yourself with ChatGPT and all these different things they have online. If you look on irs.gov, you're going to have different strategies and things, but technology is taking over, guys, and it's nothing about AI. It's just time. It makes sense. If we're replacing salaries of 50, 60,000, when I can get a machine to do it for a couple of thousand, you got to think smarter, my friends. So that's what Unica and I have done. We're forward thinking with this AI wealth creation strategies for small business owners. And now with the AI marketing boost, we're going to help Detroiters win. But it's not just for Detroiters, it's global. You know why? There's 5 billion people online. There's no excuses. It's just figuring it out. With the business plan, everybody knows that we do consulting. I'm just saying everybody, like I know everybody knows. But everyone knows that we've been doing consulting over 20 years for myself, and Unica has over 30 years of experience. So having all of those years of experience, I've seen a couple of things. I've done a couple of things. So, but just because you come in something new, you understand your value by educating yourself. That, I'm just being honest. It hurts sometimes when we got to look at the Pistons score. Oh my God, 2-21. Come on, Pistons, I got to talk junk. My family lives in Dallas. My family lives in Atlanta. And like I said, my cousin hit me in Atlanta last night. Like, really, cuz? 0-20 run. I'm like, dang, I can't really say nothing. Come on, can we get a win? Can we get... So again, as an athlete, just being competitive, we take that into the entrepreneur world. I'm going to take that into all of my clients and the businesses that we're going to actually use this marketing boost by giving them the visual representation. Me talking to you right now, if you check out my slides before, sometimes I have the slides. Sometimes I'm going to start using Prezi. Watch the transformation of your girl. Then the change is about to be amazing because we do care. My why is bigger than Adrian Mays. When I start saying billionaire to making, and I'm talking to my aunt about it, my aunt was like, billionaire? Adrian, you got to get millionaire first. I was like, you know what? But trillionaire is what we should have been talking about. I mean, heck, all these other people can do it. Why can't I? God gave me the ability to actually learn. So why can't I figure it out as well? So I just took that wholeheartedly, not to say, Adrian has 3 Bentleys and 2 cars. And I don't care about that stuff. What I care about is helping people win. You know what I'm saying, Tyrone? We want to win. And when you know who you're talking to, I can't go to everybody with this. Like, for example, with our mortgage business, with the tax business, with the credit repair business, with our consulting business, we have over a lot of clients, okay? But the thing is, I can't just go to all my clients like I was doing before. And I apologize, guys, because I love y'all. But I was learning too. But the key thing, I can't go to everyone with what I'm talking about. You're not going to be able to afford me. And so if I'm pressing something and I know it's not going to happen, then why am I going to continue to press people? So again, once you know that value, you go and target. And that's what Billie Jean's AI program is just showing the direction of doing that and how to do that. And then having confidence because now the prices have gone up. Your girl is, I'm just saying, and they're going to keep going up because again, I don't want to work harder. I want to work smarter. I've been working hard for 18 months trying to get this brain and understanding blogs and online advertising, Facebook advertising, you doing all the research so that I can bring this all to my small business owners. But then when I look at my client list, I'm like, they're not going to be able to afford all this of Adrian Mays. So that's no fear for me because it does nothing but make people aim higher. So we're going to keep prices where they are for some clients, but for some clients, I'm sorry, it's going to be a choice. You can't get what you get if you don't come to be in the change. And when you know what you got, then you feel like you walk and talk like I'm doing. You can have the same thing in your business. Even if you have a 9 to 5, it doesn't matter. The key is understanding. So we talked about here today, oh my God, Detroit Pistons. We need some Lions love, but Detroit versus everybody. We don't discriminate. Red Wings, Tigers, we all want to win. My Detroit Shock, my WNBA team, we want to win. However, the transformation happens with you. It starts building that billionaire within. If you guys don't feel confident in talking to me, Adrian, I mean, it's not ego. It's actually trying to understand and help people know what you don't know. I got to talk on a level. Think about Donald Trump, and then I'm going to let you guys go. And Tyrone, thank you. I appreciate you, bro. But in the comments, tell me whether or not you understand Donald Trump. But the media has portrayed him in one way. Now, I'm going to speak up and say I'm a Democrat all day. Don't. I am a Democrat. I am not a Trump fan. However, Trump is smart as crap. Trump is intelligent. He took all of the real estate, the mortgages, the credit. He looked at taxes, and he beat the system. The system that's already shattered up. Education, employment, retirement. And we're mad at him for beating it. And I hate saying that out loud. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm from Detroit. I might get in trouble after this live. But I'm saying, if we slow down and stop looking at what the media is saying, and I've looked at the research that this man has done, Donald Trump is, I don't even want to say his whole name. All he has done is taken the laws and used them to his advantage. Robert Kiyosaki talks about it a lot, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you want to have active income or passive income, it's a choice. Detroit is full of active income opportunities. We literally the big three, GM, Chrysler, Ford, they're here in Detroit. So the people are here are workers. We're hard workers, plant workers, field within the city. We get the cars done. We get them made. And anyone that has the confidence rolling around in a Ford, rolling around in the GM, rolling around in the Chrysler, the Detroit had something to do with it. But the mentality of those workers is just like being in a box. All right, let's take this water bottle because it's right here. It's just like this water bottle. You know, if I didn't think I could just open this water bottle up and get more and just go get more water, but if I want to stay in the bottle and just stay right where it is, I can do that too. But if I want more, it's going to take more. It's painful. I can't go out to the club. I can't go to just hang out and have some dinner or kicking it. I can't talk to my friends about last week, last year, right now. Now that's going to come when I'm sitting in the penthouse, you know, just chilling. I'm just saying, I already have my vision. When I come out with my robe on and got my laptop and I'm going to be on, you know, just in my penthouse overlooking just, But it takes time to get there. It's effort in helping people see the vision. So I hope you got some value in this video here today, because the thing is, no one can tell you what you're worth. Yes, when we graduate and you go to a job, they say, oh, you know what? I'm going to pay you $100,000 for this. Okay, so if I do all of this work like I did at one of the top mortgage companies and just working 18, 20 hours because I had a goal. So literally learn the mortgage game, but my income didn't change much. Yeah, I was making 6 figures, but I'm working 20 hours. I couldn't go out of town. I couldn't go to family. It was stress. My eczema broke out. Now, if you look at me now, skin clear, drinking my green tea every day and doing my turmeric and my lemon, but I'm working hard still to work smarter later. You have to put in the work. It doesn't matter what you do. I don't care if you just clean floors for a living. It doesn't matter if you drive Uber. Whatever you do to make money, finance, the part of owning it and designing your reality, it takes time and effort. I just want the top billionaire in the making. And those that are billionaires in the making will come with me. So in this video, my friends, my friend Tyrone said, mind, faith, grind, as Dr. Billy Ashworth would say in his seminars. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. So what I'm sharing with you guys is understanding your value. Nobody as an entrepreneur, and I went through this. This is real life experience. So I'm speaking with such confidence because I've done it. There's no excuses with me. Like you say no, okay, because there's 5 billion people online. You tell me no, I don't need 5 billion people to make what I want to make as a billionaire. I have to have the pricing of my value increase so I can work smarter and not harder. So, 3 things we talked about: confidence. Number 2, we talked about education. Number 3, we talked about action, because putting all of that together, Detroit versus everybody. Detroit Pistons are going to win again. We're going to come on top. We're going to be like, oh, you see it follow through? Y'all see that follow through? Because we do. We follow through. Every video, Adrian Mays, AI Wealth Creation Strategist. Detroit versus everybody. What up, though, Detroit? Detroit Lions, keep going. Come on, we got to get the Super Bowl Cup. The San Francisco 49ers look really good. So we got to get our defense tight. It's okay. We coming. We're coming. And all I want you to do, I can, I will, and I must. Let's go. You got this, y'all. Deuces. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go.